Is this audio working? Do we have audio? I mean mic. Did I fix it? Let me know. Hey Dominic, how are you doing? Is this working? Let me know, will you? Finally. Honestly, every time I restart OBS, it decides to default to not working. Seems to be the standard default. Is it okay? Is it too loud, too quiet? Is the music too loud, too quiet? Let me know. So Dave managed to get his hands on a Kato model of a JR EF66. I don't know what that is. Why don't you explain? Mike's good. Right, excellent. Oh my goodness, that was a nightmare. It's pretty quiet, is it? Let me turn that up then. Is it better now? Is it better now? I don't want to talk too close because then it gets really distorted. Hello? Right, let me try something else since I've got it working. I think I know what the problem was there. Let's see, let's go into this little program, see if I can boost my audio a bit. Meanwhile, you don't need to look at me, you can look at some trains. What do you mean turn off the music? I'll turn the music down. Wow, everything is really quiet tonight. Right, is the mic any better? I'll turn it all the way up. Excuse me. Are we good now? I really want to get started. I know you guys don't have all night. Okay, I have a choice of 3 in the center of the screen now. We have, this is for installing LEDs. We've got the Chesy, we've got the Canadian Pacific, and we've got a Baltimore and Ohio PA1 that I want to install some LEDs to. Okay, thanks Dominic. We seem to be better now. So, what would you like to do first? Chesy, CP, B&H. Is that right? Is that what it is? Yeah, B&H. B&O, sorry, B&O. Goodness. Yeah, I'll test it again after the stream, but goodness, every time I start a stream, something breaks. Right, so no one is choosing. I think I will go for the Canadian Pacific. Well done, Dave. That sounds awesome. Right, here we go. Where's my Gregory Pecs? Can't see without my glasses. Oh great, now they've gone. What is going on tonight? Right, I got them. Finally. Right, so this thing is kind of big and ugly, and it's really noisy when it runs, but I do kind of like it. But it needs some LEDs. So, how do we open this one? Can't even remember what this is. Let me just pull it apart. Oh, I know, there's a wee screw in there. Goodness. forgot where the camera is. Right, camera's over there. Okay. Let's take this one apart. Feel free to leave or drop in, drop out whenever you like. No commitment required here. I know you're all just itching to go over and see what SMT's doing tonight. Look at the size of that motor, by the way. It's a beauty. It's a shame it's so rattly though. While I'm in here, I'll drop a little bit of oil here and there. Might help stop it being quite so loud. If I can find my oil. Believe it or not, I was all completely set up for this tonight, and then things started breaking when I went live. What a surprise. I think sometimes there's a little bearing in either side of this flywheel that likes to rattle. Let's see if a little bit of oil helps with that. I've oiled everything else. Should be good. So, put that aside for now, because I want to install an LED. Don't lose that screw. Gutted this mic's playing up though. Right, let's not get too fancy. I am just going to install one LED at the front. Going to slap it in with some hot glue. Bob's your auntie. That's the plan at least. Oh wait a minute, there's another hole there. I could put in 2 LEDs. What do you think? Should I go for 2? Let me dig out my LEDs, see if one will fit in there. Right, so this is a 3mm LED. Will that go in the bottom hole? Oh, it will, look. That'll go in there. So I think what I'll probably do is take out the light lens here. You don't really need it if we're going to stick a big LED through there. So we can put, let's see what's in this. Oh, that's a 3 as well. Good thing about these ones is they've already got their resistors in them. So I wouldn't have to worry about adding a resistor. But if I want to do 2, then I want the big one on the top. Sticks it out a bit far. Well, it doesn't have to, I suppose. So I could put the big one up there and the little one down below. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So if I'm going to do these with independent LEDs, I'm going to have to find resistors and calculate what ohmage I need. No biggie. Okay, so thank you, Dave. Glad to see someone's not deserted me and gone over to SMT. Should have rethought that. I kind of knew he was going to be live tonight, but I forgot. Oh well. So both of these LEDs are roughly 3 volts. Maximum I'll be running is 14 volts, which means I've got 11 volts to soak up. I usually divide that by 2. So what's that? 5.5. And then that does 0. So 550 ohm resistor is my plan. What have we got? Got a 510 and then it goes up to 680. Let's go 510. If I blow them, I blow them. I'll just install new ones. Let's try and keep this desk tidy. Here, is that music still too loud? Or would you rather the music be drowning me out? No, Dominic, I was not into electronics. But I'll give anything a go. Yeah, right, so... Where's my... Oh, goodness. I need a bigger desk. Or I just need to learn to be tidier. Let's get these LEDs hooked up first. Actually, let me bring you in. That's better. Okay, so these holes are pretty much right next to each other. So if I configure something like that. So let's go with the, let's see, that's the positive. And the positive is going to go to the negative of this one. Snip them down a wee bit. Oh wow, these snips are stuffed. That's okay, I have more. If you've just joined, I am adding LEDs to this. 2 white LEDs at the front. If I don't answer your chat straight away, then I apologise, but I'm not facing the camera. Or the screen, more to the point. And apologies for any adverts that pop up. A couple of days ago, YouTube decided to completely change their ad policy, and we no longer really have control. Very frustrating. So that's my 2 LEDs joined together. Hopefully I've got the spacing sort of right. Not really. Need to be closer. Let's try that again. I'm going to snip a wee bit more off this one. Yep, that should do it. Where'd it go? Well, that didn't work. Oh, what's going on? Come on. Okay, it's behaving this time. See if we can get these in. I'm not going to be installing them until it's wired up though. Here we go, that looks nice. Yeah, the big one's not sticking out too far. Right, can anyone remember which way round these were? I think the positive was joining, so that's a negative. That's a positive coming out that side. So now I need to add a resistor. Let's see how much room we've got. Oh, tons of room. It's a massive loco. So now I'm going to add the resistor to, doesn't really matter what side, but let's put it on the top LED since it's furthest away from any mechanism. I'm going to trim this right down. Trim this down a bit first. Trim this down. Doesn't matter which way around the resistor goes, and it doesn't matter what side it goes either. Sorry, I put my flux in the most awkward place possible. Right, bit of flux, bit of flux, bit of solder. Yeah, and don't hold on to this for too long because the heat just travels right down that little wire. Now we require some heat shrink tubing. I should have made someone a mod in case someone sneaks in and posts all sorts of trolling activity. Right, wait a minute, I'm just going to check the chat. Right, what have you been saying about me? Yeah, I'm thinking about paying for YouTube Premium, to be honest. The adverts are just, oh my goodness, just a nightmare. Okay, Maxarus is asking what I'm working on. Well, first thing I'm doing is this CP rail, LEDs at the front, and I don't actually know what that is. Let me know if you recognise that. It's very heavy. It might be an Atlas, maybe? I don't know, I'm still getting used to what all the different makes are. I'll give you a good look at it. So you've got giant motor, giant flywheel, all-wheel drive. Pickups are the usual sort of brass plate jobs. I think they are feeding... Yeah, they're picking up those two wheels and those two wheels, and obviously same on the other side, so they're skipping the middle wheels. Anyone know what it is? Yes, my shirt. I got that for Christmas a couple of years ago from the kids. Nah, there's no name in the bottom. Unless it's been scraped off. No, there's nothing there. So, no one get any idea then. Hello Stephen David. How are you doing, my friend? And Make sure you tune in tomorrow morning for Mail Call Monday, because Stephen sent me another care package and it's awesome. Wow. So, Troy is out rail fanning. That's C44. Whereabouts in the world are you rail fanning? Mike was asking if I was putting up train clips. Just whatever's on the track, like this for example. And this will actually be appearing on Tuesday's Tune Up Tuesday, and you'll see why on Tuesday. Definitely got to be one of the best running trains I've got. So Troy is currently out at night in Detroit watching trains. That's pretty brave, right? No, Detroit's got a bad rap, but I'm sure it's fine. We went to Comic-Con once there a couple of years ago and it was absolutely fine. Even went down to that famous 8 Mile road. Don't see what the fuss is all about. Only get mugged twice. Right, back to what on earth was I doing? I was looking for a bit of you know what, I can leave it on this screen, can't I? Well, I can leave it on that screen, then you don't have to look at my ugly face. So you can see the wee train and you can see what nonsense I'm getting up to. If anyone is interested in this whole LED thing, let me know and I'll try and explain it a bit more. I'm no expert, but I know what I know. That's a rubbish thing to say. Let's see, so I'm going to put a bit of this heat shrink over the whole resistor and no, not yet, because I want to put the wiring on and then cover everything at once, don't I? Now, I have been using connectors, but they're just so bulky that it's worth just using a very thin bit of wire, to be honest. Even that wire's a bit thick, to be honest, so let me find something even finer. We're only lighting up LEDs, it doesn't have to be mega thick. So let's see if I've got a little bit of... Yeah, I've got a tiny bit of black wire here. Not these LEDs. I don't think I'm ever going to be DCCing this particular loco. It's just too noisy and rattly. I mean, it looks nice going around the track, but it's very loud. Right, so I am connecting a little black wire. You know what? Let's find a bit. Let's see, that is the negative, I suppose. Let's find a bit of red wire. Try and keep things consistent. Make life easier for me. Bear with me. Oh, there's a wee bit there. No, not long enough. Okay, I found a tiny bit of red wire. So small you can hardly even see it. In fact, is that even? That's even smaller than that black wire. I think that's too small. I'll try again. There we go. That's what I need. Right. Yeah, much happy with that. time. I'll tell you what I need to do is clean that soldering iron. I know this seems like a crazy idea, but I tried this earlier on, and paper towel is actually really good for cleaning your soldering iron when it's hot. Check that out. Lovely jubbly. Probably work even better if it was wet. Right, solder. I've got the shakes again. Right, now I can put my heat shrink tubing over it. Lovely. Let's get some black wire soldered onto the other side. Snip that down again. Flux. Solder. This time I can use a thinner bit of heat shrink tubing. Sorry if I'm ignoring you folks, I'm not looking at the chat at this precise second. Okay, we have our there. Our bulbs wired up. They should fit nicely in their little homes now, like so. I might have been really jammy here actually. I might not need to glue these in, so I can solder these directly to the chassis, the body, the motor, whatever I'm going to solder them to, and then we can just push this into the shell as and when required. Right, let's find some power. I'm going to have to check and see which is which. I think this is the negative because it seems to be connected to the chassis, I believe. Don't have a lot of options for power pickups here. Let's try it. Let's try soldering the positive side in there. You can see that. Negative on that. Pretty sure that's the negative. A random bit of wire here. Do that. I'm not even going to trim these wires down. The wire's so fine that it really wouldn't cause a problem if it touched something. Famous last words. my negative. Remember folks, LEDs have to be the right way round or they won't work. It's like a one-way street. See if we can get a wee bit of solder in there. Pop up the volume a bit for this. Try to solder it onto a little brass plate. Might have fluked it. I'm going to throw this on the track, see if it lights up before I put the shell back on. But first, let me catch up in the chat if there is any. Oh my goodness, John Barone, hello. Henry Best, hello. Danny Hill, Danny, hi. Danny, hi, all. Papa John Trains. Awesome, okay. I think I've got everyone. Maxorus9, are you talking about my loco that I'm working on? You think it's a Mantua? Cass, tell us, how you doing? I see that you have a Model Power E7A. E7A? What, you think this is an E7A? I'm so confused. Okay, E7A. We reckon this is an E7A then. Nice. Right, who else have I missed? No, I think we're good. Right, let me see if... thank you, Max. E7A. Excellent. Right, let's see if I got the lights in the right way. Okay, so that's DC-C it's running at the moment, so they would come on forward or back, so I need to switch it to DC for a second, which means I need to disable the other train. Hold on. Typical. Wires are the wrong way around. Tell you, that's why I don't go to the casino. 50-50 chance, I will get it wrong 100% of the time. Right, let me swap those wires over. That is really peculiar actually, because definitely looks like this one should be the... Oh, I know what I've done. It's the coloured wires are the wrong bloody way around. Oh my goodness. Anyway, it won't take me a sec just to swap these over. Right, let's check that again. forward. Awesome. Right, let's get the shell back on. So hopefully I can just pop these in and they'll stay put. Right, let's put the shell back on. Oh, I was looking for a clip. It's a little screw in the top, remember? Which is up here. Gotta keep moving the mic. Right, let's see how it looks going down the track. Right, go, go, go. Wrong way. That way. Ooh, nice. Always the case. Always the case, Henry. Oh, should have slowed down for a little. Yes, let's slow him down. He's so loud, I can't hear what I'm thinking. But I don't mind because he looks great. Wow, that's mega bright. No excuses if you get run over by this train, I tell you. Oh, so much nicer with the bright LEDs. Lovely, lovely. Leaning on the everlasting arms. I don't know what that means. Leaning on the everlasting arms. I think I've got derailment up there. Hold on. It's not very refined, is this loco? It's a bit old in the tooth, or teeth, or... It's a bit old and... I don't care, I think it looks nice. I'm just amazed that it actually gets round my track. Right then, let us move on to the next candidate, which is either going to be the Chessie or the PA1, Baltimore and Ohio. Make your choice now. That's okay. Dominic, I can push the LEDs back in because I didn't glue them. The top one, yeah. I think I'll push the top one in just a little bit. It's maybe sticking out a wee bit, but that's okay. Okay, we've got 1 vote for PA1. Okay, that looks like a unanimous decision for the PA1, which is fine. Let me grab that then. And when this red loco comes round, I'm going to grab it. See if we can just push that LED in a bit, just for Dom's sanity. Sorry, Dominic. Don't know if I'm allowed to call him Dom yet. We're not that close. Right, let's see what we can do. Yeah, you're right. The top one is sticking out a mile. So, oh, no, that might be okay actually. Let's try that. Actually, I'll give you a close-up. Are you happier now? That looks better, right? Let's make sure it's still nice and bright. Goodness, I've got a flickering light. I must be running over a wire here. Yeah. Yeah, that looks nicer, right? Okay. And he's derailed again, which is fine because we're going to be working on this one. Well, apparently John has got a bit of lag going on there. Hold on, I need a wee break from that. It's quite stressful. Is this mic still misbehaving? Is it still mega quiet? I feel as if I'm having to shout. I suppose if I turn the music right down, then you guys can turn your volume up a bit and then you hear me more than the music, right? Maybe you don't want to. Oh. As you may have noticed... Okay, thanks Mike. As you may have noticed, I have not done anything to my town yet with the moving car system. Been waiting for some new filament to come from a printer. Just wanted to get the right stuff so that it doesn't just break. The layout, apart from any scenic stuff, took me maybe... I don't know, you need to check the videos, but I think it took 2 weeks, but I was working on it full time, you know. And then obviously I'll be working on it for the rest of my life to refine it. Nah, to be fair, I'm going to be possibly... Once I get this one kind of mostly complete, I'll probably tear it down and knock down this wall. If I knock down that wall, then it gives me another... I don't know, about another 10 feet behind that wall. And obviously this space is... Is that about 5 feet? So I have an extra 15 feet all the way from this bend here. The straight coming down the hill could go on for another 15 feet. And I might actually do a loop across. So it'll come from the back there and go over there, and I'll do a sort of lift bridge thing, and then I can have 2 tracks going round, but that would mean tearing up most of the track. My wife thinks I'm mad, but I'm sure you guys understand. It'd be nice to have 2 loops going round. And also means that just having the 1 loop I've got 2 tracks, which takes up a lot of space, and that's just 1 loop. So if I've got like 2 tracks in one section but it's 2 loops, then I've just got a lot more going on, you know. I don't actually have any more space for scenery, but I would have more space for trains, and that's the main thing, right? Okay, so apparently the mic is good. Right, thank you, Danny. Oh, right, let's get on with this. Baltimore and Ohio, PA1. Just realised this poor thing's got no horns. I keep kicking the camera away. Let me see if I've got a couple of horns I can add in there. Oh, Artie's here. How you doing, Artie? I found some horns. Let's see if they are the right size. Oh, I like these big ones. So this is my 3D printed stuff. Let's see if that'll fit in there. Oh, not bad. Look at that. So I can put one there and one facing the other way. Nice. So here's another question for you. Mike has to follow me about. What colour? What colour should I paint the horns? Should they be black? Should they be red? Should they be silver? Should they be pink? I will go and grab my little paint pens while you decide what colour they should be. I'll let you stare at that for a minute. Alright, we've got 1 vote for black, 1 vote for silver, 2 votes for black. Stephen David reckons I should just leave the horns as is. What, skin coloured horns? They were ridiculous, Steve. Right, black, black, 3 for black. Oh wait, that's 2 for silver. 2 for silver, 1 for black. I mean 3 for black, thank goodness. So far we're going black. Which is fine because I don't actually have a silver pen anyway. Bet everyone votes silver now. Hello Aaron, trains and planes. Right, need to change the music, it's gone weird again. Hello Derek Alexander. Athern units had black. Okay, black it is. I will be looking away from chat, so don't say anything naughty. Mic's still working, by the way. I'm just concentrating. Probably going to need 2 coats of paint because there's no primer on this. And it's obviously quite a light colour. Yeah, oh wait. See that? Lovely. Another awesome reason to have a 3D printer. Right, we will let them dry for a bit. And then we'll put another coat on. Meanwhile, we can get on with this. In a second. I might need to go and get something to drink. No, I can't drink my paint pens. Do me a favour, people, while I'm away getting my can of Monster to keep me awake. Smash that like button, as they say. I'll be here for a while. Anyway, you can watch. Oh, I'll stick a train on for you. Cheers, everyone. Ah, this is a life, eh? No, Steve, just a Monster Zero. Got to watch my figure. I'm going to turn the steam noise off. It gets a wee bit loud and annoying. Forgotten how to turn it down. Oh, finally. Okay. Where was we? Who popped in there? Actually, I saw a name. It was Steve Tandy Sr. Drinking a Coors. Good for you. Okay, that's fine. You guys talk amongst yourselves while I get stuck into this PA1. You know what? I should do the bar bypass while I'm here, right? Makes sense. Yeah, let's do that. So, slightly different setup. To get this light off. It's got a little cover, which is quite handy actually. They're worth keeping. Maybe not in this particular instant, but you can use them for other things to stop light pollution. Ooh, nice bit of rust there. I've just soldered it to a bit that's not rusty. I know, it's rusty everywhere. Where's my wire brush pencil-y thing? Get rid of that. Right, if you're new to this, as usual, Athearns are awesomely simple. This bar here that I'm cleaning up is the ground, and it's connected to the chassis. As you can see, the chassis goes all the way around, and the bottom connection of the motor grounds to the chassis. The top one comes up through the brush through here, so the positive comes from the front truck, right rails, rear truck, right rails. The left wheels and the left rail connects through the truck to the chassis. It's all just glorious. No wires. Except now I'm going to add wires. So I need to find some nice wire to go from there to there, there to there. And I'm trying not to take too long to do this because that is not what tonight's stream is about. Quick as possible. Let's find some wire. Not quite long enough. Let's find out. You know what? I can get that a wee bit closer, and we might be okay. Yeah, let's try that. So, you get some solder on here. Solder on here. A wee blob there. A wee bit of flux on my wires. Still moves. Let's make sure the back one's going to work. Yeah, more than enough wire. Goodness, what was I panicking about? Forgot to put some solder in this one. Ow. It's hot. Oh, it's a wee bit tight. Nah, too tight. Silly me. Okay, right. What was I doing? Oh yeah, LED. Oh goodness, right. While we're messing about with that, I'm going to put another coat of paint on these little horns. Where's my pen? There it is. I could be talking to myself here. I don't know if anyone's still here. Oh, 21 people are still here apparently. I hope you're making lots of new friends with all these people in chat, because, you know, obviously I'm not talking. Well, I'm talking, I'm just talking nonsense. Don't worry, I'll take a wee break after this and we'll have a chat. I need to discuss what I'm going to be doing when I visit Scotland next month. I do have some ideas. Oh, Stephen, if you're still here, that train museum that you told me about, where the model is, sorry, where the bus, the trolley bus I think it was. No, it wasn't a trolley bus, it was just a regular bus. Glasgow Corporation bus is in a train museum on the way to Dundee, so we might have to pop in there and have a look at that and get some video. Hopefully you know what on earth I'm talking about. If you're still here, let me check. Dear, dear, dear. Oh my goodness. Just lost two people. Oops. Yes, I do talk to myself. No one else will. Oh, it's burpy. Right. Oh, I still need to put a dollop of solder on the front of this for the ground for the LED. Yep. And we need to decide where we're actually putting the LEDs in this. Let's have a closer look. Right. So, this is kind of similar actually to the last one, except there's a giant lens, as you can see in there. Do I do the same and pop out that lens, or do I just put an LED over, one LED over the top? I mean, That might disperse the light. Yeah, I think I'll just do one, and I'll What do you think? Pre-wired? Yeah, let's go for a pre-wired job. Hopefully we still get enough room without fouling. Without fouling anything up. Here's one I made earlier. The only difference, if I do it this way, I'm going to have to just glue the light in and solder it kind of permanent. Not sure about that. I mean, I could use the plugs that I was using before, but they just take up so much space. Nah, I'm going to glue this in. Right, I need to heat up the hot glue gun. Well, it's just a glue gun until you heat it up, isn't it? Then it's a hot glue gun. I used to think these things were just for kids doing, you know, stupid craft crap at fetes. I use it all the time, it's awesome. Let's see how my wee steam train's doing. He's way up the top. Flymo Chairman 1, how you doing? I could be wrong about where exactly it is. I mean, it's somewhere between Glasgow and Dundee, you know? But that's like, what, 120 miles or something? It's been so long since I've been in Scotland, I've forgotten distances, you know? Oh, Kyle, come in. Sorry, I didn't see you. Kyle just uploaded a little update to his channel layout. He was having problems with a set of points, and he's sorted it now because it's nothing to do with the points and everything to do with a bit of unevenness, I believe. Anyway, he just I don't know if I can make, let me see if I can make Kyle a mod briefly so that he can add his link. Nope, that's not working. Oh, just look up Kyle Stevens, you'll find him, right? Just look for Chezzies everywhere. Flymo Chairman, that could be it. I think I've got it bookmarked somewhere, so I'll look it up later. But it could be that one. I told you it was on the way to Dundee. Not a tram, it's a bus. Wait, you know what? Let me get the bus and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Wow, I can't get out of the box. Yeah. Okay, and they do have this, not this exact bus, obviously, because this is like that size. And the one they have is much bigger, but it's the same style, the same era, maybe the same bus, I don't know. No, not the same bus again, but the copy. This could be the copy of that bus. right? I think Steve David is gone now. He's the guy that sent me all this stuff. He probably knows exactly where I could find one of these. But anyway, that's the plan. If I can find that museum and it's open on the day that I'm travelling to Dundee, I'll drop in, get a wee video, get some pictures, add a bit of context to this model, right? This is a 1/76 scale, but it actually looks okay on a layout because British automobiles are generally smaller than North American, so fits fine. Dominic, there's no way you went to school and something like that. You're younger than me, or at least similar, and maybe similar colours, but that's very old. That's like late 40s. Wait, Barry's leaving. Night, Barry. Right, back to work. Glue should be hot. Forgotten what I was needing it for. Oh yeah, I'm going to glue this light in. Actually, before I do that, let's strip some wires, make life a bit easier. And I do not need to add a resistor because there's already one in there. Right, let's glue this somewhere. Oh. Yeah, I think just a bit there. Not quite straight. Okay, right there. Go. Squidge, squidge, squidge. Right, need to hold that for a couple of minutes. Guys, don't get too carried away with these things. They're just cheapies from Princess Auto. So it's kind of like Harbour Freight, but in Canada it's called Princess Auto. To be fair, they have lasted quite a long time. They've got wire cutters at the bottom, but I don't use them because they're kind of deep set in there. Where I much prefer just to use my little snips. But apart from that, stripping wise, they auto detect the thickness or whatever. Nah, they're fine. But you get these anywhere. Get them on Amazon. I put quite a lot of glue in there. It's taking a bit to dry. Or set, whatever the term is. I'm not really fixing anything, RT. I'm just adding some lights. Make them look a wee bit nicer. A wee bit moderner. Yeah, Henry, you're probably right. It is pretty old. Oh, you know what? It probably says it on the box, right? Hold on. Nah. It says Leyland TD1 Type A, open staircase, Glasgow Corporation, 27204. Suppose we could Google Leyland TD1 Type A. That would probably tell us, right? Wait a minute, there's more stuff in the back. No. Hey, someone Google that. I'm holding glue parts together just now. I'm busy. You know what, Dominic? I think it's a Titan that's at that show, at that museum. Hmm. I'll find out when I'm over there, Mike. Need to do a wee bit of sightseeing while I'm in the homeland, right? Oh, Kyle, honestly, I was smoking 2 packs of cigarettes until I was 40. It was killing me, so I stopped, and then now I'm on 3 pints of this a day. Nah, it's not so bad. At least you don't get the smoker's cough with a vape, you know? It's my only vice, I don't drink. Right, glue set. Time to try and attach this to the local. I wish this was automated. It looks really amateurish when I have to keep doing that. Okie dokes, so we are going to attach the black wire. Let's hope I got it right this time. Black wire needs to go down to the front, red wire over to there. I don't think I've got long enough wires after all that. Nah, I should have. I wanted them as short as possible so that they weren't fouling up the motor on the inside. Let's just tin up this wire, it's going to be a problem. All its loose strands. Turn off my glue gun so I don't glue my arm. Turn up the black one as well. I still need to add a bit of solder too in there. Did I clean that? Yeah, I did. Okay, let's see if I've got enough wire. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. I keep touching the bit I just soldered. What an idiot. You get on there. Lovely. Red one I'm going to put on the front truck. Hopefully it'll still go together. See what I've done? Wire's being a bit of a dick. Hold on. You need to go up the way, stupid wire. That's better. Right. God, I had a horrible feeling I had it on backwards there. Notice how I'm not even testing it this time, I'm that confident. Truck still turns, truck still turns. Right. See that seamless transition there? I've got too much stuff on my desk. Okay, this one's done. Hopefully. I need to put the steam train somewhere else because it's DCC and this is DC. Give me a sec. Whew. Ready? Think it'll work? Right, let's find out. We're on DC now. Yard. Ready? Here we go. Oh, light straight away. Nice. And it's going the right direction. Superb. Let's follow that around. Oh, that looks so much nicer. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Did that one quite quickly, eh? Getting better at this. So, shall we proceed and get on with the little Chezzy then? So this is not the same. This is not the same Chezzy that's possibly getting the DCC conversion. This one's a bit older. It doesn't have rails. Generally not as in nice condition. It's an older Athearn, so it's a wee bit noisy, but it still runs fine. But for the LEDs for this, I might use those little grain of wheat bulbs, which means I need to add resistors. Let's have a look inside, shall we? In a minute. I'm having a wee vape break. Oh yeah, Colin, all these PA ones run great. This one's a wee bit noisy at the moment. I think the shell is just vibrating against the side of the chassis. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Another candidate. Once the... Actually, no, I'll throw them on now. They need to fight for their power now. They're both sucking up 12 volts. It's going to get too loud in here with all these PAs running. 24 wheels trundling around the track. Nope, nope. That one. Nope, nope. Which one? That one. There. Yes, I do love my PA ones. I just think they are the best looking loco of that era. Fantastic. You know what? We did have something similar to that in the UK. I've no idea of the names because I wasn't really into the trains when I was when I was young. So I don't know what they're called, but let's... I don't know which one to take off. I like them both. Those cameras are round the wrong way, right? Let me swap them around. Hold on a second. Let me drag this over here. Drag this over there. That makes more sense, right? Yes, that makes more sense. Okay, I'm going to bring this one off the track and we can decide if we're going to add a LED to this one. I'm running out of space. You can live there for now. Okay. Vape break, as I say. So Derek says he just got a Trains commercial in my live stream. I didn't even know Trains did commercials, that's funny. At least it's relevant, right? Not the usual Viagra pills. Or is that just me that gets them? Okay, sorry, I'm just reading all the chat. Okay, so... Right, so Flymo Chairman 1 looks good. Chesy machine, getting familiar with the USA machines. Right, what you need to do, Flymo, look up on YouTube, look up Chesy the Sleeping Kitten. Right, there's a sort of documentary, it's not mega long, it's a documentary in the history of the Chesy system. And that's what actually made me fall in love with the whole thing, because it's a really great story. No, I'll let you look it up. Because a lot of people who don't really know about Chesy don't actually know what the logo is in the front. Oh, jinx. Let me give you extreme close-up. So to some people that is just a C, but there's much more to it than that. You need to look up that documentary video. It's really cool. I love it. Part of the reason I really like Chesy. Right, so Dom says, or Little Britain says, you probably mean a Deltic. English Electric were eyeing the export market when they designed it. Possibly, I have no idea what they were called. But it's got a similar sort of long bonnet thing going on. But I think it was symmetrical. I think it had the bonnet in the back end as well. Now I'm going to take off this PA1 because he's quite noisy when I'm trying to talk. Very pretty, but noisy. Let me find out what's rattling though. It's, as I say, I think it's just the shell. Let me put something on that's nice and quiet. I know, it's over there. So you probably know about the little decoder competition. Well, it's not a competition. Well, the only winner is going to be a loco. It's not going to be you guys because I'm not that generous. But anyway, you probably already know, and I think you'll be surprised at the voting, how the voting's going. I'll be surprised as well because I've lost a bit of paper I was writing all the results on. Where's it gone? Oh, here it's over there. It is neck and neck between two of the locos. I'm really surprised, but I don't want to, persuade you one way or another. You got until Friday to decide, so make sure you check that video on which loco I'm actually a decoder to. To be fair, I've got a few decoders, but don't tell everyone, right? And I've already added one to the F40PH that you saw earlier in the track. That'll be in a video on Tuesday. Really pleased with how that turned out. But you know, as I get more decoders, I'll get round to everything. But this is a bit of fun. Right, yes, there's a... Sorry. Flymo Chairman. Yes, there's the Claytons, but there was the Class 20s too. I don't know what language you're even speaking now. A big Deltic plant in a GFE chassis. Arctic. Oh wait, talking to Arctic. Wow, Jeeper Preacher. Did you pause that? I'm really shocked at how few votes one of them's got. Very disappointing. Not really surprised, to be fair, but it's a shame. Okay, let us get into this Athearn Chesney system jobby. See what sort of lights we're going to put in this one, okay? Really got to be careful opening up these old ones. I mentioned this before, you've got this sort of cylinder thing going along there. If you lever that, it's going to snap. But there's a handy slot there, look. Which is obviously what that's designed for, right? Handy slot there. I'm going to break this. Come on. There we go. Excellent. So I've already done the power bar bypass. So I just need to remove this. And I think I can just lever this up and remove that whole bar for the light. Like so. So that comes off. Bit of solder in there. Oh, put on my soldering iron again. Well, that soldering iron's heating up. We shall decide where we're putting the light. So we don't have as much room in here as we do with the PA1. But you know what? I'm tempted to put the bulb in there instead of up there. I mean, I could do both, but that gets complicated. I think I am going to use a grain of wheat bulb for this, because it is quite small holes, and a normal bulb would take up way too much space in there. Right, let me dig out one of those wee tiny things. They're so small. These little guys. Ugh. Good thing about these ones is the wire is just so fine that it really doesn't take up much space inside whatsoever. I know you think that's really just too small, and how can that bulb actually work? If you can even see it. Trust me, it's bright enough. It's shocking how bright it is. So I will glue that in as before. Chop these wires down a bit. Oh, I need to add the resistor to this one. Right, let's do a bit of calculations then. So let's call this a 2.5. Call it a 2. Err on the side of caution. 2 volts. Maximum power in the track would be 14, so that's 12 volts I need to soak up. Divide that by 2 is 6 volts. Add a 0, 600. So that's my simple way of working out what resistor I need. I need a 600 minimum resistor. I can't use the one I used the last time, because that is... Where'd that come from? That's not the ones I was using. That's a 10 million ohm. That's not going to work. Yeah, the one I used last time was a 680. Was it? Well, that'd be fine then, right? Yeah. Or was that a 510 I used? Oh, I can't remember. Right, I'm going to use a 680 ohm resistor. I am no expert. I'm just doing what I know works. So I need my bulb. I think I'm going to bypass. Not bypass. I'm going to put the resistor in quite close to the bulb itself. Yeah, up here. Oh my goodness. It's almost impossible to peel the insulation off of this without snapping the wire. It's so fine. It helps if you get nails, which I don't. Goodness, right, you see that tiny bit of exposed wire? Probably not. Right, I need to get a resistor on that. Might as well chop this right down. That's going to go on there. Need some solder on that. And I will chop the other side of the resistor down and put that wire back on. Bit of heat shrink tubing. I had a bit from earlier that I cut, didn't I? Oh, I'm just being Scottish. Found a new bit. No, it will not work in the tiny wire. I tried it. It's just too fine. I could try again, but you end up wasting it and it gets so small that you have to start again. Let's go with that much. See what happened there? It's so fine, it just bloody breaks. See, I'm running out of options now. If I don't get it right this time. The problem was, I'm having to shove the heat shrink over something that's really tight. I'll give it a shot. It should be fine like that. I suppose I should shrink it, otherwise what's the point putting it on, right? I'm not going to risk pushing it any further up though. At least it's covering this side. Right, now we are going to glue this. Ow, hot. the shell. Right, this one has actually got its horns. Oh, I forgot to put the horns on! Oh crap. I put the horns on the PA1. Remind me to do that if I don't remember next time. What was it doing? Oh yeah, Cradle. Because he's got his horns. And I want these bulbs, or this bulb, against that hole right there. I can bend this up a wee bit. Glue gun back on. Oh, break time then. Any excuse for a break. Put a little piece on the wire before you solder the other side. Yeah, too late now. It's not going to touch anything. Everything in that side's plastic anyway, and the other wire's completely covered. So. Oh, Artie's left. Sorry, missed you. I think. Anyway, night, Artie. Is my glue hot yet? Almost. How's my wee train getting on? Oh, I know what we can do just now. We can glue those horns on, right? Baltimore and Ohio. Getting all my projects mixed together. Hold on. Right. So, we're going to have one horn facing that way. One horn facing that way. That's going to look lovely. Right, we just need a wee tiny dab of glue. So I have found that you really need to just use a cocktail stick with this glue because it's so gloopy. Gloopy glue. So let's just dab the cocktail stick in there. Move that side. Little tiny bit of superb glue. Stick it back in its wee holes. Another one while I've still got glue in this. As long as I don't sit in the horns, then that should be enough glue to hold them. I just knocked that one, didn't I? Right, let me put that somewhere, let them set. Right, my hot glue should be hot now. Forgotten what I was doing. Where's my Chesy thing gone? Oh, cradle. Silly me. Okay, so I need to get the yellow bit lined up with one of those holes. This is going to be tricky. I'll have to go silent for this because I need to put a wee squidge of glue in first. Stick that there. Oh, I need my wee screw. screwdriver to hold this in place for now. I think it's in the right place. I have to get it spot on because there's no light lines in these little holes. Apologies if you're not seeing what I'm doing, because I can't see what I'm doing either. I think that is in the right spot. Hopefully you can see that in there. Let me get rid of that stringy glue. These are the worst tweezers. Don't grip anything. Garbage. Absolute garbage. Let's try these ones. Oh, come on, it's just a bit of glue. Pull it off. Oh, this is ridiculous. Strongest glue known to man. Have you seen this? This is the strongest little strand of glue. Get off. Just getting there with my fingers. Nah, it lives there now. Anyway, I think that's in place, so I'm going to put another bit of glue over the top, just so that the wires don't fall out. Leave that to dry. Hey Glenn, good evening? Late afternoon, I think. We have already added LEDs to 2 locos. Either the stream's been going on a long time, or I'm just getting really good at this. Let's see how the horns are looking. 5 PM. I was close. Just almost dinner time, right? My wee horns are on. They're so fragile though. My goodness, need to be careful. Never put this upside down unless it's in a cradle with a divot, right? Cool. You know what? While I'm at it, I think the train that's currently going round the track is missing a horn. I'm sure I've got plenty of spare horns. No ice. No ice. No ice in what? My drink? Right, does that have a missing horn? Yes, it does. I need to get a horn and paint it yellow. No, 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 no. I don't like ice. This came straight out the fridge, so it's really nice and chilled anyway. It's not alcoholic anyway, it doesn't matter. Rando, are you talking about the Union Pacific or the Baltimore and Ohio? I've also got the B unit for that, B&O. Also powered, which is pretty cool. I did a bit of work on them earlier today to get them eased off, and they both run at pretty much the same speed, which is ideal. I would like to do a DCC thing in both of them, but then I have to work out the speed matching, and I can't do speed matching in the Bachmann Easy Command thingamajig, so they'll need to wait. Nice locos though, really great condition. I think I got the pair for like $30 or something. That was ridiculous. Might have been 40, but still. Right, what was I doing? Okay, back to the Chesy light thing. Right, my glue looks like a little lump of dried up jizz, so I think we're good to go. Actually, I'm not keen on how much flex there is in that wire, so I think what I'll do is move the mic so you can hear what I'm complaining about. I think I am going to bend that over that way, put my glue gun back on, and add just a little bit of glue to stop that resistor from moving there. Because I don't want that wire down there, you see the wee shiny wire? I don't want that moving, because if that keeps moving it will eventually just fall off. So a bit more glue. Glue should still be hot, right? Yeah. Yay, more glue string. Awesome. Ooh, ow! Stop touching hot stuff! God, what an idiot. Anyway, for that to cool now. Awful lot of waiting about. Derek, right, I specifically looked at that horn situation and thought, I just knocked one of them off. But you reckon I've got them the wrong way around anyway, so that's fine, I will redo them. See, the holes are offset, so you reckon the holes nearest the front should be the forward facing one? Yeah, that would make sense now that I think about it. Okay, I'll redo them. I've got my hand in glue at the moment, and I didn't put enough glue in these anyway, so that's fine. Blessing in disguise. Okay. Multitasking. Trying to place horns while I've got my finger in some glue in another local. Okay, it doesn't look as symmetrical that way around. But you reckon that's the way it should be, yeah? Good night, Colin. Thanks for dropping by. I'm just going to hold this up until Randall agrees that that's the right way around. Hurry up, it's getting heavy. Waiting for you, Randall. Is that the right way around? Still waiting. These are both Athearn blue boxes, by the way. Right, putting this down. Can't wait forever. Okay, my glue's dry as well. That. Set. Back to the desk. Okay, where were we? What a lovely mess I've made in there. So I'm hoping I can bend this resistor up a little bit, because it's kind of in the wrong place. These tweezers are the worst. They're just they're too flexible. They're not strong enough to grip anything. Yeah, that should do. Right, Now, we are going to put the blue wire onto the body. So I need to get some solder on the chassis. I do need to pump up the temperature of the soldering iron for this, because it's quite a thick bit of steel that I'm soldering to. Get a bit of flux in there. Get my solder ready. Soldering iron set to hotter than the sun. Nice big blob. I don't know why I blew in the solder. That was weird. So I've got a blob of solder there. So it's going to be the blue wire to that blob. Cut this down. That should be enough. Will be going to the front truck like I did the last time. I need like mini snips, mini strippers. You know what? Let's try the big strippers, just for a laugh. See if they work. I don't think they will though. Nah, not a chance. Oh well, worth a shot. Let's try these snips. If I just very gently close them together. Oh, that worked. Okay, we'll do that in future. Right, let's solder on the blue, which is the negative. A little blob at the front. And the red to this one. And that should be good. Put the shell back on. Make sure our wires aren't fouling anything. Good to go, hopefully. Yes, Derek, yes. Very appropriate. It was one of the best Christmas presents I got last year. I laughed when the kids presented that to me. Right, where are we? Oh, what did I miss there? Hold on. Having a good time. That is after GP85 is working on the Bagman. So you're talking about... Oh, right. Opster. No, different chassis, yeah. The other chassis is up on the shelf. I don't know if you can see it. Up there on the mountain. That's our contenders. Oh, I seem to have stolen one of the contenders. Let me put it back. The chassis on the hill's already got an LED. All I'm doing tonight is LEDs. So hopefully this one that I've just done is going to work perfectly first time without any testing required. Let's find out. Give him some power. Oh, there he is. Look at that. Oh, that's quite nice. Let's see what it looks like the other side of town. Because you won't get a good view of it until it gets round to the town cam. Derek, you definitely paused that video or something, or took a screen capture when I was showing that leaderboard, because I only showed it for a brief second. Right, let me turn this right down. Town. You see what I mean though about those little lights? They're super bright, considering how small they are. What I'll do is I'm going to switch over to DCC just so you can see, because that will give you full brightness. Right, let's see if you can see this in the yard cam. So if you run a DC train on DCC, it basically just, it turns the power right up in the lights. So that's as bright as that light would be, but still, it's pretty good. Let me switch it off and you'll see the difference. Nice, huh? Anyway, back to DC. Normal for that. Let it burn out my motor. Wow, that's three locals we've done tonight. It's only taken me 2 hours. I'm sure the last time it took me 2 hours just to do one. So, does that mean I'm going to do this one? Might as well, right? Maybe take a wee break. All work and no play makes Dave a dull boy. That's how it goes, right? Hey, I've got something to check. I was currently at 1,997 subs earlier on. I'm quite excited, getting close to the 2,000. Let me see if we're there yet. Oh, 1,998 subs. I need 2 more to get to that big 2K. So if you've not subbed, shame on you, and hit the sub button. And if you have subbed, thank you very much. 2,000 subs. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of trainiacs with nothing better to do with their time than watch my garbage. I truly appreciate it. Cheers, everyone. So are we going to do this Iri Lakawana? Might as well. We're on a bit of a roll tonight, right? Oh, I'm really liking the Chessie with the wee grain of wheat bulb. It works really nice. Oh, sorry, you're not getting to see it. Great thing about those bulbs is you can put them anywhere and they're just as bright as those 3mm bulbs. Mike, it's not a competition, but if it was, I'm winning, right? It's tough getting the subs. I kind of I hit the ground running because I have another channel and I kind of knew what I had to do to get subs reasonably quickly without buying them. I'm not one of those people. But hard work, I tell you. It's hard work to just constantly keep people happy and make some content that's actually worth watching, you know? Live streams aren't really... Live streams are just for fun. Put it that way. Live streams are a nice way just to chill out at the weekend and play with your trains. And I just feel that if I'm playing with my trains, then you should be playing with my trains too. It's only fair. I like to share. Oh, I'm really liking that. You're just not getting to see it properly. Hold on a sec. I'm going to go to the desk cam because it's mobile, and I'll let you see what this local looks like with its wee light. Oh, focus. There we go. Anyway, I think that looks really nice. Right, if I make people mods, then I think you can add links to your channels. So let me go through that. On one side of my kind of studio, I've got the chat on one side and I've got the studio on the other. If you want to link to your channel, excuse me. Oh, this is really gassy. Right, let me see if I can do this. Open widget. Oh, it's getting all very complicated. Bear with me. Okay, right, what I was trying to say there was, if you want to link to your channel, say me or I do, and I'll make you a moderator, and then you can add a link to your own channel, okay? I think, let me just check this. So we had Derek Alexander add as moderator, standard. Right, so Derek should now be a mod. So Derek should now be able to put in a link to his channel, and everyone needs to go there and hit the subscribe and then come straight back. Randall Ellison. Randall Ellison is now a moderator. Anyone else wants to add a link, I need to make you a moderator, so let me know and I'll do that now while I'm in this little studio. By the way, if for anyone who's doing live streaming and using OBS, they've just updated their whole system, and now you can use all the YouTube chat features without going into YouTube. So you don't have to like open a separate window, open YouTube, and then you're pretty much downloading and uploading all at the same time. It's a real pain, but now you've got the widget right in OBS. It's really handy. Okay, so we have got Derek and Randall are mods. If anyone else wants to be a mod, just so that they can add their YouTube channel, excuse me, then please let me know. Just Derek, just go to your channel. Oh no, you can't. You would leave this one. If you know the name of your channel, just put the @ sign. Oh, here, I'll try it. Right, so it would be @Derek Alexander, right? It should be something like that. You should be able to link straight to your channel. Yeah, please do, Randall. Post whatever you want. As long as you come back. I know, it's... yeah. Right, what was I doing? Oh yeah, basking in my glory. Yeah, really like that wee Chizzy. That's awesome. Vesta Freya. How many of us watching were not surprised that when we saw the CN steam engine that we would be seeing CN passenger cars in a short time later? Well, to be honest, I was surprised because I wasn't expecting to be able to get them at that price. Although I did have to drive for like 3 hours to get them. Well worth it though for the price, really like them. In fact, I might have to dig them out and put them on the track. Right, it looks like Randall's managed to add a link. Well done. Suppose I should put, you know, a train on. That would be nice, right? You know what? If I had even just looked at the horns on the Erie Lackawanna, I would have seen how correct you were. So I will re-glue the Baltimore and Ohio horns in the correct place. Let's do that right now. Thankfully I didn't put too much glue on, so they came off relatively easily. Well, when I say they came off, they fell off because I didn't have nearly enough glue. I will correct it this time and probably not even use a cocktail stick. Just slap it on here. Right, you. And you. Goodness. I know they say less is more, but I actually find that more is more. So, there we go. Done. Put you somewhere safe. I mean, a lot done tonight. This is very surprising. Normally live streams you do nothing and just blab for hours and waste everyone's time. Oh cool, Randall's giving people lessons on how to put in links. Wait a minute, was someone else wanting... Okay, I think if someone wants to take care of Mike, then that would be great, because I'm busy. Right, Vesta Freya, my maternal grandfather was an engineer in the CN steam engine called City of Vancouver. That is very cool. I bet you don't have any photos, unfortunately, because you had to like stand still for like what, 5 minutes back in those days to get a photo, and you weren't allowed to smile. Million Ways to Die in the West. If you've not seen it, you got to go and see it. It's awesome. When I say go and see it, I mean, you know, Netflix or whatever. So I am going to do the next LED install on the Erie Lackawanna. And this will probably be exactly the same as I did on the B&O. PA1 should be exactly the same. But it's got horns this time, so I need to be careful. Oh, I better wipe up that super glue before it contaminates something. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Oh my goodness. I'm so forgetful. I was going to get another horn, paint it yellow, put it in the UP. I sounded like I knew what I was talking about there, didn't it? That kind of looked like an advert for Lazy Boy, the way it's spun round with its logo in your face. Okay, let's have a look, see if I've got a yellow paint pen. Randall, thank you for adding these links, by the way. What was I doing? Desk, okay. I think I've actually got a couple of styles of horn, and the one on this Union Pacific is quite small. I think this one might do the job. I'm gonna have to drill the holes out though. They have been glued in and broken off. Right, I need to go and find my big gigantic drill. That was nearly my toe. I'm having trouble locating a drill bit small enough. Let's see what I've got in here. Come out. This is about the smallest one I've got at the moment. That'll do. I can fill the extra space with, you know, more glue. Sure, that'll do. Right, big giant drill. I suppose I could use this if I can figure out how to get it to fit inside. I only ever used this for grinding. Never actually used it as a drill, so I'm going to have to find the correct collet. No, what would you call that? What do you call this? I need to find a wee one. And a drill bit. Oh, that one might work. Wasn't the inside right? funny. It's the first time I've used this as a drill. And it could be the last. Looks like Randall's taking care of everyone. Thank you very much. Two gigantic holes drilled. Let's see if that's going to work. This one needs to point forward. Trim this down a wee bit. Oh yeah, lovely. It's a wee bit bigger than the other one, so I might end up replacing the first one. But anyway, I need to paint this yellow. Let's see what I've got. Oh, I think this is the right colour, right there. What do you think? That one there? Those two look the same. Actually, they all look the same on camera, but trust me, that one is more orangey yellow. Those ones are more lemony yellow. So we'll go with this colour. Or should I just paint them both silver? We'll start with yellow. It's not really the right shade whatsoever. I might end up painting them both silver. Goodness, bad case of the shakes tonight. Just need to just relax. Stop rushing everything. Right, let that dry. See if it's going to work. It's actually a nicer shade of yellow than that, so once I put the other coat of yellow in this one, you can see that. We'll see how it looks on the low coat and maybe just paint the other one to match, or just paint them both silver. What do you think? Do you think this needs to be yellow, or should that be silver? What's going on in here? You guys looking at dodgy channels? Turn my back on you for like 5 minutes and you're up to no good. Didn't hear anything, did you? Don't worry, I'm going to sort this for good the next time. Sure, Dave, sure. Right, we'll put this aside for now because I'm going to do the final LED install in this one, right? Put my horn somewhere safe for now while it dries, and we will get on to the next victim after this break. Oh. Tell you what we've not had yet is dropping out and buffering. Probably start doing that right now, won't it? Let me see, do I have an orange marker? I do have an orange marker. Yeah, you know what, I'm going to try that. See if that helps, because it's just a bit yellow, isn't it? See, kind of looks a bit pink to me, but we'll give it a shot. I don't think that's going to work. Oh god, look at that, I've ruined it. There's no way you can see that colour, can you? Annoyingly, on camera it looks perfect. But it's really not. I'm going to end up painting them both silver. In fact, I think I'm going to take the other one out as well, the smaller one, and replace it with one the same as that one. You can see it there, how pinky orange that is. Yeah, that's not going to work. Shame. Definitely don't have another yellow. Nah. Oh, music's doing that weird kumbaya shit. Yes, stuff. Right. How's that wee Chizzy doing? Is the bulb still working? Okay, thanks Derek. I will find some silver paint and make two nice new horns for that, but not at the moment because I want to get on with the next LED job. I'm still amazed at how bright those little bulbs are. They are, what, about maybe 2mm square? But they're just as bright as the 3mm round ones. Outstanding. Really cheap, by the way. You can get a whole bag of them from AliExpress for, you know, just a funny handshake, really. They're so cheap. Neat postage is like $50, but you know. Just kidding. I think that bag of this bag of how many's in it? 50 of those little bulbs was maybe $7 plus a couple of dollars shipping. Took about 2 weeks to get here, but order a few packs of them and a few packs of this and that, and you've got everything. You've got enough for projects to last you all winter. Just got to plan ahead. Something I'm not very good at, but I'm learning. Right, I think we'll bring the little Chessie in when he gets back round to the yard, and we will put something else on. In fact, I think it's time for the big Union Pacific PA1 with some Rio Grande coaches. I know, I shouldn't have them, and I should be using my weird Rio Grande logo, but I don't like it. It doesn't run very nicely. Which is a crying shame because I paid decent money for it. The good news is, and don't tell anyone, but I got something to replace the big annoying yellow thing. So this is the thing I thought was going to be perfect, but it runs like a pig. I'm so disappointed, and that's a... What make is it? Rapido? No, Rivarossi? Hold on a sec. Sure it says it somewhere. Yeah, so that's a Rivarossi. I was expecting this to run really well, and it really doesn't. Not impressed at all, and that's the second Rivarossi I've had, and both have been a bit mediocre, to be honest. Anyway, quick tease. Okay, you saw it. That's all you get to see, because that's going to be in a mail call video coming soon, and I'm really pleased with it. Needs a wee bit of work, but you'll see. Thanks, Derek. I really like it. Really happy with that. I need to bring it back so that I can replace it with something else. Right, let me try and get the... Oh my goodness. Going to have to do a big reversing job here. Wish me luck. goodness, what a palaver. So this is another loco that desperately needs a decoder fitted, but I would really like a sound decoder on this one. I would also like some Union Pacific coaches to go with it rather than using the Rio Grande, but hey, I'll use what you got. Right, I suppose I should get on with this one since I promised I was going to do it. Actually, let's go with... Nope, let's go with this cam. Best of everything. And you don't have to look at my purse. Looks like I'll be doing another power bar replacement or bypass. It's getting shockingly easy to do these now. I'm gonna give that bar a little clean though. That'll do it. Let's get some temperature in the soldering iron. Get this little bulb out the way. How does this one clip on? Alright, so there's a wee clip at the back. What do I need? I need my wee screwdriver. See this here? This little plate here. There's a clip at this side. Pop that off. Bulb is free! I'll be using that again. Huh, interesting. So what I can do here is I can actually solder that side and that side, so I don't have to go near that truck for the light. But at the moment I'm going to just hardwire these two together. So as usual, bit of flux there, bit of flux there, bit of flux there, bit of flux there. I might as well do some there. And a bit there. So that's positive side for the light, negative side for the light. What was I going to do? Oh, I was going to clean my soldering iron again. Lovely. Right, let's put solder everywhere. Let's get a bit there. that side. That this truck. Find some wire. Let's see. Kind of fluked finding that bit of red wire the last time. Ooh, there's a nice bit. Let's see what else I got. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. I have a feeling I'm talking to myself. If anyone's out there, say hello. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, I am bypassing that power bar that Arthur put on their locos, which is perfectly fine. But if you want something just a bit more of a solid connection, then this is what you do. Take the power bar off, you put a wire from there to there, and a wire from there to there. Ah, what did I again? Why do I keep touching hot things? Such a numpty. Anyone respond? Mike's still here. Hello, Mike. Right, Derek was asking what was the number of the UPF unit you have that you were going to put the horns on. Number 1401. And I believe it is a... Here's what it tells you in the back. This is a Lifelike Proto 1000. Oh, I don't know why I'm shaking. There. One of the best runners I've got. John, you need to show us your train collection. I know you don't have a channel, but goodness, send me an email and I'll with some pictures and I'll post it on a video somewhere. Don't touch the hot thing. Don't touch the hot thing. Right. Power bar bypass done. Let's get our LED. So, what did we do the last time? We used one of the pre-wired jobs, didn't we? One of these with a very short wire. Is that too short? I'll make it work, I think. Done. Yeah, do our best. Oh, and he has to go in a cradle. Lovely. Oh, hello Phil, welcome along. You have missed 3 LED installs so far, and a couple of horn installs. I'm on number 4 LED, and it's going to be this Iri Lakawana. I don't know why I keep saying it in a funny voice, but I don't know how else to say it. We're doing that one just now. Anyway, anyone is free to leave, drop in, drop out. No pressure. You don't need to announce your arrival or your departure. This is not an airport. Okay, Derek. Dave, I checked Railroad Archives for a photo, but they only list an MP15AC, SD35 and a GP40-2 no F-unit photos. Does that mean it doesn't exist? Oh my goodness. Right, where were we? Right, I'm going to strip these first. Is that definitely going to be long enough though? Nah, you know what? Just a little bit on the short side. I'll use that somewhere else in the future. I want to make life hard for myself, even if it's just an extra inch of space. Makes the whole difference, right? So, oh, sorry. Let's go with a new one, and we will make it that long. Strip these back a wee bit. Tin them. Need some flux and some solder if I'm going to be tinning anything. Right, so they're good to get soldered on once I get it glued in place. Just wait for my glue gun to heat up. I'm going to stick that in there. Are you hot yet? Nope, not yet. Gives me some time to catch up in the chat. Right, see, who did I miss? I don't want people going in a huff because I'm ignoring them, but I'm busy, you know. Having good time. What's the radius of my curves? 18 inch radius. Pretty tight, but my PA1s can get round, my SD45s can get round, and even those extra long coaches I've got with that steam train with the 3 axles, they get round. As long as the couplers are attached to the trucks or the bogies, it'll make it round my 18 inch curve. Thank goodness. The next track I do is going to have at least the 22 inch or whatever it is, the next size up, because this has caused so many problems. You know, if you've done 18 inch radius curves, you know the grief. But I had to do it this way. It was a compromise of being able to reach the back of my track because it's all against the wall. Obviously, if you have access to the other side of your track, then the radius can be much bigger, but I don't, so. To be honest, I think it's a pretty good compromise for now, till the next layout. Right, Derek says just means they don't have a photo of it, which is really weird. You'd think everyone was taking photos of trains back then. Then they didn't have smartphones, so it was take a picture, send it off to Kodak, wait for them to return it in 3 weeks, and hope it wasn't all blurry and crap. 36 exposure film, remember that? That was expensive. Right, who else did I miss? I think we're good. We're not too chatty tonight, but then it is midnight after all. Right, how's this big Union Pacific getting on? Did I tell you how much I love PA1? I am just desperate to find a Rio Grande PA1. That would just make my day. I'd be so happy, but can't find them in Canada, and generally on eBay they are the new models and they're like $300-400 because they've all got sound and bells and whistles. And the older Athearn Blue Box ones, they're really rare and they still go for like 150 just for a DC, so I'm just going to have to wait. 5 in the morning at Pudham Junction. What on earth are you still doing up? Right, my glue should be hot. Let's get this bulb glued in. Right, just hold this till it's cooled down and set and gone all cloudy, and then it'll be ready to wire up. I can get this glue off my hand. Hey, there he goes. Oh, I moved it. Stay still. Here we go. Right. Right, who's still here? Say hello if you're still awake. Okay, here's a question for anyone that's still here and still awake. Apart from my channel, what's your other favourite channel? I've got a few. And there's quite a few of them are the British ones. And I don't know why, maybe it's just because I can understand what they're saying. Obviously, Charlie at Chadwick Railway, I can't remember the name of his layout, but you know Charlie Bishop, is that his name? Charlie's awesome, really, really good. Really nice videos, nicely detailed. Hello Phil, thanks for letting me know you're still awake. And Derek. Who else do I enjoy watching? I actually really like Ben at Eagle Creek. He's got the N-Scale North American stuff, but he's in Wales, I believe. He's quite watchable actually, even if he does have a funny Welsh accent. You've got RGJ or RJG, Grace and Roy, or is it Ron? They're quite entertaining. You've got Lee at Anfield Road Layout in the Loft, very entertaining. If he ever gets his mic working. Oh, I can talk. Who else do we like? I'm Ron from Ron's Trains and Things. He's pretty good. I like him. There's so many. There's so many really good channels out there. Sam's Trains. Sam is the younger guy. Kind of looks like a bobblehead. I think it's just the camera angle, but his head looks like almost as wide as his shoulders. But he's got a great channel, really like his stuff. Although he does mostly the smaller British locos that aren't really my thing. But he makes really nice videos. Who else we got? Southern Rail fan. He's got a really great intro song. It's like, Southern Rail fans is the place for, and it goes on like that. Really nice intro. I don't know who sang it, but it's really cool. You know what? SMT, mainline, Canadian guy, obviously a lot younger than me. He works hard. He got just over 100,000 subscribers last week, a couple of weeks ago. So he'll be getting his little YouTube plaque. It's so exciting. I'm really happy for him because he's worked really hard to get that. And he's Canadian. Harrison, I think's his name. Right, I think I've held this glue for long enough. Let's get on to the next bit. Okie dokie, I'm going to turn my soldering iron down because we're way up at 700 degrees, which is way too much for these little wires. Okay, so we have these two wires here and they need to go on the either side of this. Yeah, let's see if we can... This is going to be tricky. I need to raise this up. Because I don't want to put this down. Oh, I'm just going to put it on the side, it'll be fine. Right, so. Black wire to the left. Oh, this is awkward. Because I want the wire pointing down the way. Like that. Not bad considering I did that blind. It's totally the wrong side for me. Right, black on the right hand side. Well, that's round the wrong way, isn't it? Jeez. I'm going to check the chat and see if anyone noticed that. Black on the left. Right, let me check the chat, see if anyone spotted that. Looks like Derek watches All My Neighbours. I didn't want to mention them because it just seemed like favouritism, but yeah. Dundas Junction just lives 10 minutes from me, and his layout's going to be amazing. I don't know what his scenic work's like because he's been doing all his general structure, you know, his bench work, which is amazing, really nice. So I'm hoping that his scenic work's going to be just as nice. We'll find out. But yeah, he's a good guy, very generous. He's given me a few toys, a couple of projects to do. Yeah, so his name is James. Dundas Junction. Go Via Go Rail does a lot of reviews of new things, which is out of my range for now, but very nice videos he does. His name is Chris. You know what, I turned my soldering iron down a bit prematurely. The thing I'm soldering on just now is quite a thick bit of steel, and it needs quite a bit of heat to melt the solder. Right, let's try it. 670 degrees. Oh, my horns, my horns! Okay, we are good to go. Reassemble time. Peel the glue off of all the stuff that I've poured it on. Oh, that glue gets everywhere. Lovely. Track time. Oh, but let me put this train away first. Vintage Road and Rail. Sounds familiar. I need to look them up. Okay then, let's hope I got it the right way around this time. Yes. Here he goes. Don't know if the wheels are on right. Find out. Normally it derails just as it straightens up here if the wheels aren't on right, but I think we're good. Yep, we're good. Right, so who else was mentioned there? Trackside Mike, he's a good laugh. And Derailed Daryl. Oh, I need to check more Derailed Daryl out. I'm not familiar. I'm familiar with the name, but I'm not familiar with what he does or what his layout's like. There you go, another successful LED install. I'm running out of trains to add LEDs to. No, I'm not. Don't be ridiculous. Still get tons. Wardell Road is 1-to-1 train runner. I don't know what that means. 1-to-1. As in like full size trains. That sounds expensive. Wow. 1-to-1. What sort of trains are we talking? We're talking like old diesels? I'm guessing it's not old steam. That's pretty rare to to be able to play with full-size steam trains. Ow! Forgot the hot glue gun was still on. Stupid heat. I think I'd be used to this. I should have asbestos fingers by now. Oh, I'm going to have to look that up, Mike. That sounds amazing. And expensive. You probably need some funding, right? Right, Mike, since you were here first, you get to choose a train for possibly the last runner of the evening, or morning in your case. What do you fancy? And I don't mind attaching some passenger cars if you like. Not so good with the goods wagons at the moment because they're all in boxes while I was supposed to be working the layout. Passenger cars are much easier to move about. So I've got some silver coaches, and obviously I've got the yellow coaches on the track at the moment. I've got the Via Rail coaches as well, but they only look good with the Via Rail loco, right? Hey Mike, this song that's playing just now, is it just me or does it remind me of Captain Pugwash? Okay, that's a very good choice because that blue loco is my favourite loco and it's DCEC and all the coaches stay on it. So that is a Delaware and Hudson, which was bought over from Santa Fe, I believe, which is why it's got the same kind of curvy livery going on, but obviously it's blue. Love that thing. Right, let me fire that up. Houston, we have a problem. Sorted. It's not been running a wee while. Dries up, you know. Yes, Jinx is my middle name. Actually, you know what it is? It doesn't get run in reverse often. That's probably why it's stalled there. It's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. Yes, Mike, I have got some of that electrical conduit stuff. So I'm really just waiting for the filament so I can print out some cogs for the chain, and then we'll be good to install. But trial and error, we'll see what works. I want to try and keep this as cheap as possible. If it ends up costing more than an actual Magna-Rail system, then it was completely pointless, you know? So, despite only having one loop, having DCC means that I can, you know, run a couple of trains at once, and it's a long enough loop that they don't immediately crash into each other. That's the only saving grace with having the one loop, is having DCC. I still want two loops, and I want it to go straight across, basically just behind me. I want it to go straight across, and then I'll have two loops going round. But we'll see. I need to really consider knocking a wall down. Wife isn't happy about that idea, I tell you. I also have to stop complaining about my lack of space, because I know that there's plenty of people, especially in the UK, that have got almost no space, and that's the reason I never built a layout in Scotland, is I just didn't have the space. Because in a house in Scotland, every inch of that house is used for the family. You don't have the luxury of having a whole basement to build a model railway, you know. And the loft I had in Scotland was a really shallow pitch. There wasn't enough height to build a room up there, and I didn't have the money to build a decent, shed or garage. And there's plenty of people in the same boat. I'm going to visit what's his name, Brian, Angel Creek Mountain Railroad or something. I can't remember his channel name. I'm going to go and see him when I'm in Scotland, and he's building a tiny layout, HO scale, not double O, HO, and it's in his living room, and he's using every inch of that corner in his living room, so he's doing his best. So yeah, I need to stop complaining about the space. I've got plenty of space. Mike, that sounds perfect. N-gauge in a guest room. Oh, that's like huge amount of space. Although, is it ever going to be enough space? But even, N-gauge, you can fit so much in, pretty much twice as much as I can fit in. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Make sure you make some video of the progress of that. That would be so good to watch. Ramping up the speed now. Yeah, Mike, sounds awesome. I want to see it. Wow, it's getting hard to keep up with these express trains now. Yeah, sorry about the adverts, Derek. Boys got to make a living. Probably made me about 50 cents by now. Maybe not that much. Hand and Stone Massage? My goodness, what have you been watching? And Frontgate? I don't know what Frontgate is, that sounds dodgy as well. I'm just waiting for a massive derailment, but so far we're good. Did I just jinx it? Okay, so Frontgate is very expensive furniture, indoor and outdoor. Well, never heard of them, but then British, right? Okay, folks, I think that is long enough. Wow, that's like nearly 4 hours. That's ridiculous. Mike has been here from the start. Well done, mate. Well done. Right, I'm going to slow these guys down before there's a terrible accident. Okay, that's better. That's a bit more manageable, a bit quieter. I got to tidy all this up. Oh, I still need to repaint these horns, right? Yeah, I'm going to take the small one out, which is a shame because it's a nice little horn, but I don't have a replacement for the other side, the same size, so I will do that once you've all left. So thank you very much. I appreciate you humouring me for the last 4 hours. Well, 3.5. Mike's been here from the start. Derek was here fairly early on. And I think everyone else has gone to bed. So take care, everyone. I will see you. Oh, make sure you tomorrow. Mail call Monday. Really nice package from Stephen David, who previously sent me all that kind of thing. Tomorrow it's quite different. And then on Tuesday it will be the DCC decoder in that Via Rail that's currently on the track. That went really well, really happy with that. Anywho, thanks for watching, and I'll maybe see you next Sunday if I'm back on. Take care. Bye.